Hello, my beautiful ladies, and welcome to day number 3 of the Stylish and Successful Challenge. And today is all about your body language. And you might be thinking, what? How does that even apply to all of this? Well, I want you to know that if you want to be heard and respected, your body language is going to have a huge impact of that. If you want to be speaking up on your meetings and be taken more seriously, if you want to be able to be more engaging in your videos, body language is important. If you want to be able to deliver news and not getting the other person to get upset with you, your body language is going to be amazing. If you want to stop getting a conflict even getting bigger than what it is, your body language is going to be the most important factor. Sounds important? It is. And I also want you to understand that you must align your words with your body language and your image, because your words actually just take for less than 7% of that whole package when you're delivering something, a concept, an idea. I'm not saying your words don't have any meaning. What I am saying is that if your words are not aligned with your body language and with how you present yourself, your message is going to get lost. So when it comes to business, it's really important. And when it comes to your relationships and family, at work, your body language and your words, different. You are gonna get a completely different outcome from telling your kids to do something and from negotiating something with your partner. Because remember, we are actually negotiating pretty much all day long with everybody we talk. So what I wanted to understand first is how we carry our body and our posture changes definitely our mindset. Best way of changing our mindset is changing our posture. That's why yesterday I encouraged you to do that dancing affirmation that is really going to change the state you are, the state, sorry. So your body language is going to have a huge impact on how your hormonal balance work on your brain. And I want you also to understand that your emotions in the end are just a compile there of chemicals moving in your brain. So we're going to start influencing how we feel by using our body language. And yes, people will read your body language, but I'm all more focused into how you feel with your body language. So I'm going to talk about something very simple, a couple of things that for you to start implementing straight away. First one is called power poses. Power poses are poses in which you are standing like Wonder Woman, you opening your body, you holding your arms high up in the air, you're taking space. I want you to watch your posture today and see how you're standing, how you're sitting. Are you keeping yourself tiny little small, or are you completely opening up yourself to use your body language to tell the world, hey, here I am. I have a lot of value to bring. And I am not talking about you being pretentious or cocky or like, hey, everyone, I'm so cool. No, it's not in that way. It's in a way that you are so confident that you need to start coming out of that shell that we spoke about on day number 1. You start sharing who you are. When you start holding power poses for 2 minutes, social psychologist Amy Cuddy explains to us how our brain completely changes and how we start actually feeling more confident, feeling more present. And we're gonna talk a lot about that in our last day. But your presence and that energy that you bring with you into a room has such an impact into how you actually feel assertive and present to say what you were meant to be saying, not leaving a situation thinking, oh, I wish I would have said this or that. And it's also going to impact if people want to know more about you. You need to become engaging through your communications and your body language. Holding a power pose before a meeting, a video, talking to a client, having a discussion, or when you're feeling really flat and like you go and hold a power pose and you start changing how you feel. I also want you to watch how are you holding your body throughout the day. Do a checkup at lunchtime and do a checkup in the middle of the afternoon. Are you just keeping yourself really small, or are you opening up your chest, opening up your body, and start holding power poses, positions as often as it is possible for you? The other thing that I want you to understand today about your body language is that we have a natural way of coming across to people, and that is determined by our features, how we look, our hair, how we carry it, and the clothes we wear, but also how we behave. You can come across as a very credible, strong person who means business, or you can come across as a more approachable, friendly, warm person. And there is no wrong, there is no right, but what we need to understand is in order for us to communicate more efficiently, we need to balance our approachability with our credibility. So I'm going to explain this in a very simple way today. Obviously, there's hundreds of opportunities for us to just really go in depth into this. And so obviously, if you start feeling that all these elements that I'm sharing with you today and yesterday and in the future days, this is a topic that you think, oh my God, this is something I need to develop, I just really invite you to connect with me, and I'll leave a link so we can have a free of obligation and free of cost chat. So do know that if you want to further your understanding and developing more all these elements, I'm here for you to take you on that journey and to discuss if how would that work look like, and how will it work, and what would you be learning. So when you act more credible, it's a body language in which your palms are open. You unbalance the weight of your body into one leg. You are a little bit more animated, so I'm a completely approachable talker. So I move a lot. My voice and my intonation go up and down. So this is a way of talking, very approachable when you're engaging people. People who are a little bit more credible are a little bit more straight, balance the body in both legs, palms go down. There's no movement of the head, there's a more flat intonation. So this is when I deliver things like, hello, my name is Alba Gomez, and I am a production engineer who 14 years ago decided to start her own business. So when you are wanting to deliver things that the other person go like, oh, okay, credibility here, and then you can move into your approachability. As I said, this is so powerful with personal relationships, with delivering your concepts and ideas in a meeting, and there's so much more that I could talk about this, of course, and all of the topics that we're talking about. But for now, I want you to start practicing. So your challenge for today is going to be all about checking your posture, using power poses, making sure you are taking as much space as you can, and also making sure that you practice in front of the mirror. How will it look like when you speak from a credible position, and how will it look like when you speak from an approachable position? You will easily identify that you one more than the other, and that one is going to come more challenging to you. But you're also going to start realizing that if you want to engage people, you want to be able to talk a little bit more like them. So if you're talking to a very credible speaker, you will have to act for a couple of minutes only a little bit more credible, so you can engage that person in your ideas. Same with approachability. And this is not about changing who you are. This is you about understanding new concepts and learning how to implement them so you can have a more powerful way of communicating. Hit reply to this email if you have any questions, to share with me how you're going on this journey. And remember, it's the energy you put into these exercises that will give you all the rewards. You have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.